I'm Tarot Oracle, and this is Fantasy Garden Tarot. We're unboxing this. We've had it for a little bit, but I've been busy around here. So yeah, Fantasy Garden Tarot. So this is the same author that also has published many other very cool decks that are made basically out of pen. So I've said it before, and I'll say it again. Making a deck out of a pen is extremely difficult, and I would never want to do that myself. But yeah, the amount of talent and absolute artistry that comes with these kind of decks is amazing to me. So yeah, anyway, made in Ukraine. This is a Ukrainian artist as well. Fantasy Garden Tarot, new tarot cards executed by, I'm not even how to pronounce it, Bloody Tears Tarot. You already knew. So they do have another deck on Kickstarter if you want to support them or you want to see their more of their work and whatnot. It does come with a little white book, very sparse little white book. So not a lot of things in this little white book here, but yeah, so you have first, reversed, you have a few, so pretty sparse there, but hey, it is a little white book, so if you're new to tarot, then there you go. Now you have all of the info that you need going there. All right, so just open this up. I have no idea what this is. A double-sided, double backer, as they call it in the magician's world. These are stuck together a little bit, kind of surprising. We create tarot and oracles, Pentagram Shop, Pentagram Publishing. You got all of that stuff going on there. So we got a Page of Swords, King of Swords. We got a lot of things going on here. All right. So let's take a look at what we got with the Fantasy Garden Tarot. 7 of Cups. So this is how it was originally made. So we're going to sort through it how it was originally made. Apparently. So yeah, 7 of Cups. A lot of detail on that. We've seen the detail, same with the Bloody Tears as well. Very good detailed work on this. So, wow. Very vibrant yellows on this. Like the vibrant yellows and orange and whatnot. It kind of surprises me a little bit just how vibrant that is. World card, interesting, holding the globe like a little bit of a 2 of Wands action almost. So yeah, I have no many, I kind of want to get this person on the stream and just kind of ask, how long does it take to create that? So there's the card stock. So it comes up to here, which is fairly thin. So it is pretty glossy as well. So you can see from the reflections and whatnot, you do have pretty glossy cardstock. Judgment with the E is interesting. It's almost like a tower card. A lot of fire, a lot of brimstone coming down the background. Kind of interesting. The Sun, very pretty. Almost reminds me of pointillism a little bit. Extremely attractive. I like sort of the rider, somebody with them and whatnot. I think that's kind of cool. And then we have the Moon over here with a little bit of, you have the 2 howls. You have the moon in the background, the 2 pillars, the pathway, the coming out of the water. Then, let's see, what else we got? These are stuck together a little bit. We got the star. Don't have the usual star references. We have the star in the background, kind of a waterfall look here. I like the buildings. I like kind of the work that she's doing there. You have the tower as well. So pretty cool. Nobody falling out of it that I can see. Maybe I'm just missing it, but it does look pretty cool. And then we have the devil. So the devil is out there making their way. That's interesting. It's almost like they're coercing some people or sort of talking to them, or maybe somebody is approaching them. I like the one red, the one white. This person has a lot of interesting reformulations of kind of, what the cards mean, sort of the root meanings of this stuff. Temperance with the Tree of Life. I like that. Very cool. Not 1 foot in, not 1 foot out, but you do have sort of the potential pouring of the vial, what have you. You have a 2 of Pentacles with the juggling, but not juggling. It's almost like a 2 of Wands. I mean, look at that. It's almost like a 2 of Wands. We're sitting on, or we're sitting there. We have the decisions to be made, but we're sort of looking past the top of the tower like the 2 of Wands. You have the Death card, which is interesting. Okay, so we have the, I guess, homie got hit a few times here. Yeah, a little bit of that. So I guess they're walking away with the soul on the other end. Hanged Man, very pretty. That is extremely attractive. I love the colors and how vibrant that is. Very pretty. So it's just diving down, sort of looking for coral or what have you. We have the Justice card, more of a statuesque thing. We are agreeing upon something. Maybe we're coming to an agreement. Kind of cool. I love all the buildings in the background in this. Wheel of Fortune, extremely attractive as well. I love the background here. I just love it. Really, really cool. This really goes to show you don't have to have a lot of character detail to sort of get the story across. But yeah, Hermit, pretty cool here. I love the Hermit. That's very cool. So I have just have the light shining, but it's just shining over the water and what have you. And this appears to be stuck to Strength. So we have the Strength card. Interesting. Love the detail on that statue. Wow. That is so pretty. Here we have the Chariot rolling through. A little bit of the Arc de Triomphe almost look. But yeah. We have the Lovers over there with a connection. Almost a statuesque looking kind of feel. I love the dove action in the meantime. Have the Hierophant with the thing, I guess. It looks like a dragon, I guess. Yeah. We have a dragon, and we have the dragon worshippers, possibly. We have the Emperor over here on the throne. A little bit of Aries feel there. I love normally the Emperor has a very warm feel to it, very fiery, but I like the cool, sort of the, late afternoon kind of feel to that. We have the Empress over here. No waterfall, no nothing. Just sort of walking in the park. Very, very pretty. Look at the highlights on the trees and whatnot. Again, I have no idea. No idea how you do that in a pen. Yeah, High Priestess. Cute. Very, you do have the crescent moon, but it's almost like we're walking from one avenue to the next. We have the Magician over here using all the tools. And again, I love the highlights on the trees. I love the detail on the background. We have the Fool, sort of just making our way here. Making our way, looking forward towards the sun with the dog in tow. We have the Ace of Cups. Interesting. Very flowing water. Almost reminds me of some of the Thoth cups. Two of Cups with a connection, the Lord of Love. There. Again, almost a statuesque type thing with not really differential colors to denote the people. Three of Cups, the people are just sort of underneath the cups, I guess, sure. The dancing and whatnot. Four of Cups, more traditional. You have, I like almost the isolation the one outlier cup has versus the good ones, or the ones in the foreground at least. So it's almost like a different color, like it's isolated. The Five of Cups with the disappointment, sort of riding off into the distance. You rarely see that. Normally the Five of Cups is stationary, and the Eight of Cups is the one kind of riding off, but we put that in there, I guess. Six of Cups, sort of the family orientation with that. I like that. We have the Eight of Cups over here, more of the abandonment, leaving the situation. We have the Nine of Cups with the celebration, kind of the collection of the cups. I love the floor pattern on there. Then we have the Ten of Cups, happy home, happy family. And then we have the Queen of Cups, the Water of Water, normally out on the water, but not in this case. Knight of Cups, Mr. Romance, is over here just sort of in the background, so not a lot of action. All right, we got the King of Cups, again, normally on the water, isolated, just sort of looking at a cup. The Page of Cups, normally holding it with a fish, and don't really see any of that, sort of reformulated. All right, let's look at the Pentacles, apparently. Ace of Pentacles, I love that. We do have the garden pathway. We do have the hand. The hand's coming out of the ground, which I really like. The Three of Pentacles, sort of presenting our work to others. Very sort of traditional with that. I don't see a scroll that they're holding. I'm not sure what she's holding. Four of Pentacles, interesting. Kind of more of a statuesque isolation of the Pentacles and holding on to what we got. Got a Five of Pentacles without the snow. Interesting. It's almost like we're trying to break in. It's like they're trying to break, like really close to the window. Six of Pentacles with the giving. I like the size of the pentacles. Looks pretty cool there. Then we have the Seven of Pentacles, planting the seeds for success. However, I'm not sure what's going on there. Interesting. All right, so we're just sort of planting it down. Then we have the Eight of Pentacles, the hard work in progress. Nine of Pentacles, sort of the formulation of all the work we did within the Seven of Pentacles. I love the pose. It's pretty traditional, as well as the bird and the glove, if that is a glove. Ten of Pentacles. This one has a funky feel to it. Some of these have a weird feel to them. It's almost like the back is different. It just has a different feel. Maybe it's just because they're new. The Ten of Pentacles, another happy home, but more established. We have more characters, more family members that are there. And then the Queen of Pentacles with the, that's interesting, sort of looking at a pentacle, sort of examining it from afar. That's interesting. It's almost like the, we have a statue, pentacle statues, and we're coming in. We're riding in on the Knight of Pentacles. And Queen of Pentacles is sort of examining it. And then we have a Page of Pentacles. Again, an examination of the pentacle. Kind of cool. Then we have a King of Pentacles. Normally a collection of pentacles. Again, a pentacle statue, and we're examining it from afar. That's sort of wild looking there. All right, Wands a little bit. Page of Wands. Sort of holding back, looking. The floor pattern is getting kind of repetitive. We have a Knight of Wands. I think it's very pretty. I love that sort of the perspective, looking at things a little bit differently. Then we have a King of Wands over here. And the King of Wands, not sure what's going on. I guess they're sort of walking out to get on a boat, maybe. Walking out, just sort of maybe perusing. It almost looks like the guard within the Six of Cups. The guard that's on the sideline. It's almost like that kind of action. And then we have the Queen of Wands with the Master of Multitasking, just sort of standing there. I guess the pillars are the wands kind of thing. We have an Ace of Wands, two people holding it, or maybe one. With different hands? Yeah, I assume. Maybe one with different hands. And then we have a Two of Wands, not atop the castle, but on the bottom. So I guess the pillars would be the wands. Three of Wands, looking forward. I guess we have the sunlit sea, maybe in the background. I don't see any ships, but possibly. Four of Wands, sort of the new established home. Interesting. Sometimes you see people underneath it. Sometimes you see a lack of anybody that's underneath it, which I think is an interesting dichotomy between the two things. Five of Wands, the Colosseum feel here. I like it. And then the Six of Wands as well. We have the level of success from that. Kind of cool. Seven of Wands, the defensiveness from that is interesting. And then an Eight of Wands with the movement, the activity, I guess sort of the construction or the industrialization in the background there. Interesting, sort of perusing it. Almost again atop a castle, feels like a maybe a Two of Wands. A lot of sort of atop the castle kind of thing. So pillars, I guess things going on. Nine of Wands, just sort of standing there. Sort of like, yo, what's up? 10 of Wands, trying to carry the load, carrying the burden. And then we have some swords. We have an 8 of Swords with the, Knight of Swords with the rapid activity, but sort of on a pause. I guess we're coming back to the Pentacles and the Swords are both going to be sort of statues, I guess. There's obviously not, maybe we'll see that throughout. Ace of Swords, sort of the hand holding it out with, again, the castles and whatnot in the background. 2 of Swords, sort of perusing, thinking about something. The blindfold missing, the isolation missing, the restrictions missing. 3 of Swords, the heartbreak that you usually see there. 4 of Swords, not, well, sleeping, but again, sort of being supported maybe in the rest, in the preparation. Have a 5 of Swords over here, which is interesting. We sort of defeated them, I guess. And then the 6 of Swords, without the swords being penetrated through the boat, we just sort of have the swords in the background on some of these cards. And then we have the 7 of Swords, sneaking out, sort of getting the perusal on the side there. You have the 8 of Swords with the restrictions from that. Interesting, sort of standing there, just sort of hanging out. A lot of hanging out in the cards. We have a 9 of Swords, very pretty, very traditional there, with the symbols missing from that, but whatever. Very pretty. 10 of Swords with the, I guess, the conclusion of all of that, with no swords actually penetrating them. Then we have the King of Swords, sort of standing around chilling. The Queen of Swords, very pretty. And then the Page of Swords. Overall, it's a very pretty deck. Kind of comes across as the previous deck of people sort of chilling. We do sort of vary from, or sort of sway away from the some of the traditional card looks and feels and whatnot. Overall, love the artwork. I've said it before, I've said it again. The cards really do move a lot when you flick them. Normally, that leads me to, think it could have been a little bit thicker, maybe. Anyway, the Fantasy Card and Tarot, really love the artwork. Again, the amount of effort that went into just creating one card, I can't imagine how long that took. And the amount of artistry, the amount of professionalism that goes into something like this, amount of work is going to be absolutely astounding. So, beautiful deck. I'll say it again. But the book, a little bit lacking on the book. Could have had more information. Maybe had a PDF with more. But hey, it's a Kickstarter, so you get what you get. But overall, really love the artist. I think the cards should have come in order. But, beggars can't be choosers, I guess. But, yeah, I did buy this on Kickstarter. And I do like it. I really like it. I'm going to use this quite a bit. I think it's absolutely stunning. And overall, I think this is a win. Let me know what you think about the Fantasy Garden Tarot. Thank you for watching. Please hit like and subscribe.